Hello. Welcome to the Tech FX in the weekly analysis video. Today, we are gonna analyze XAU USD for the first week of the year 2026. So, what we can see in the weekly. First of all, we'll go on the weekly time frame, and we'll love to go with yearly wrapped up. So, gold just wrapped up one of the biggest year in the modern history, and we are kicking off 2026 with the price still hovering nearly all-time high, which is 4300 per ounce. But in the more upside ahead, are we gonna see it or no? So is this a really long-lasting rally or just a fake out? So today we're gonna analyze all those detail in the video. In this video, I'll break down the key technical zones, macro trends, central banks flows, and dollar connections. So you know what to watch in this week in the gold market. So let's go into the chart. Okay, what we can see in the weekly time frame, uh, we got one two of the no supply candle in the weekly time frame. Here, mm, let's discuss about the dealing range for the weekly perspectives. So let's go with the marking. So this will be our ultimate support, ultimate buying zone for the gold. So until and unless we see the market above 3966 or above 4000, we will still look for the buy in the gold for new higher high. So let's discuss about the main technical zones for this week. So let's start with the technical picture. Gold finished the week holding above 43,000. That's critical psychological support. There are some critical key points which we can see in 21 weeks EMA still in a strong uptrend, which we can see there. Uh, Resistance zone is above 4,500. Yes, 4,500 and 4,550. These are the critical level for this week. So let's jump into the lower time frame in the daily perspective. So still we can see here we can see support. This is the breakup structure where market previously break above and is still dealing above the breakout of the high. So market breakout from 4,263 area to 4,549 area. Now market is doing a small retracement as a yearly closing. So we, market clearly fall back to the 5% gain, which which is 4,540 and 4,321. So until and unless we see the market is sustaining above 4,300 area, we can still look for the buy towards new higher high. Okay, so let's jump into the 1 hour time frame and what we can see here. So here we can see ultra high volume getting into the market. Yeah, so until and unless the market is above this hourly support, which we can clearly see in 4,312. So this is the ultimate support for the market in hourly time frame. So until market is above this hourly high, we're gonna still look for the buy from here. So 4,473 will be our first resistance, key resistance area, where we can see here small no demand candle. Yeah, so this is our ultimate resistance area. Okay, yep. So for upcoming weeks, in my analysis, I see this as a dealing range. So if market give us any closure below 4,314 in any hourly time frame, then we're gonna see a little bit further down towards 4,250 and 4,244. So what I gonna do is I gonna wait for the confirmations. If any candle, any hourly candle give us strong confirmation in this area, then I gonna look continuous continue buy towards 4,450 and maybe further 4,550. So 4,450 is our TP1. um, and if we get any closer above and retest breakout and retest, then of course we can take any second position over here. So let's see what we can see overall for the weekly perspective. Okay, so for that we're going to discuss about bullish structure intact unless the break below 4060, which I already told you. On the weekly perspective, where we can see RSS showing slightly divergence suggesting slowing momentum but not a reversal yet. We don't have any reversal sign till now. So let's go to the fundamental aspect. So now gold is in the all-time high, and this is the historic moment for the gold because the federal government is continuously cutting the Fed interest rate. So, which is the one of the major factor for the bullish run in the gold. So now let's talk to the macro because gold isn't just about chart. There are three major forces which is really driving the market. Which is first one is Fed rate cutting, geopolitical uncertainty, and dollar weakening. So Feds they are like they are saying like they're gonna still cut the interest rate in upcoming months. So the more the interest rate is low, the dollar yield's gonna be uh, sell in a low price, which is hawkish for the gold, which is bullish for the gold. Geopolitically, it's uncertainty. We just heard uncertainty capture in the Venezuela just yesterday. There is wars, election, and global debts. Investors are hazing in on this uncertainty time. So dollar is still weak and it's getting more weakening. And in year 2025, dollar lose almost 9%. So which is showing dollar keep gonna fall more. So as the dollar weaken, gold become more attractive for the global trade and for the global trade. So the fundamental support for the upside, but it the highness on how these trends evolve. So let's move on to the one of the underrated drives of the gold right now with the institutional accumulations. Central banks led by the China, India, Russia bought over 1,200 tons in 2025. Gold ETFs set a new inflow against in December. Institutions increasingly see gold in a reserve hedge and anti-dollar assets. So that's why every central bank in worldwide they are buying the gold and accumulating it for their um, economic support. The demands acts like a long-term floor under gold price and gives bulls more reason to stay confident in the long-term perspective. So let's say about the um, reason for the weakening of the US dollar. So let's sum it off. Gold is in a powerful long-term trend, supported by the macro forces, institutional flow, and the weakening dollar. But in the short term, volatility is likely as market adjusts to Fed signal and inflation data. So let's go to the action. What's your gold price for this January? Drop it in the comment box. I'll read one by one, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for the weekly gold inside. And if you want deeper chart breakdowns, check the link in the description. I'll drop the link for the um, Instagram channel as well, which is completely free. You don't have to pay a single penny. So yeah, if you like my analysis video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for the regular update. Thank you guys, and see you in a next weekly